The ceiling fans? They're very attractive.
I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
I'm also weird.
Because of the following special broadcast, The Lucy Show and The Andy Griffith Show will not be presented this evening.
Get ready, so get set, so hang on, so buckle up, so sit tight, so strap yourself in, so brace yourself, so keep your eyes open, so fasten your seatbelt, so stick around.
Clickety-click.
Crank up the music. Keep an eye on the back.
This presentation is provided to you to amuse or entertain and not to conform or inform. The content on this channel should not be used to replace professional, financial, medical, or legal advice. All footage taken and used from public sources falls under the fair use of the Digital Millennial Copyright Act of 1998. Therefore, no breach of privacy or copyright has been committed. This show is substantially sourced, not affiliated with any community, club, fraternity, or gang. Your cat may vary.
I say, moo.
My girlfriend broke up with me last week, so I stole her wheelchair. Guess who came crawling back?
tracking continues.
Wow. Hey, everyone. Welcome in. Wow. It's wonderful to be with you again. A wonderful Friday night. Whoop, whoop. You've made it this far. You're on the correct side of the topsoil. So if you've done nothing else this week, you've accomplished that. You can pat yourself on the back if you can reach. And wow, it's just so much joy when I'm reading the comments as they go by, and there's so many new people. So I'll try my best to catch everyone up as we go along throughout these next however many episodes we have to do together, and before everything changes. But it's so hard to keep up with the chat. It's just flying. So welcome in, everyone. Thank you for being here. Again, another full, wonderful Ceiling Fan Man production. So let's see. Having said that, let me find the right button here. Where is it? It's one of these. It's this one.
Clickety click.
Hey, everybody. Good to be seen by you all. In honor of Artemis's amazing launch, I'm wearing my Space Panda shirt that was sent to me by lovely fan out there. Fan of the fan. It's kind of weird, but that's how it is. But yes, pandas are sus, and pandas in space, well, they're doubly sus, I would say.
That's very true.
So we are going to cover a lot of things tonight, and also that it's Passover and it's Easter once again. So to those of you celebrating Passover, have a wonderful Seder, and to those of you that are doing both or just doing Easter, so have a wonderful Easter. It's interesting, first I heard about Good Friday because I was a practicing Jew. I didn't know anything about the Bible or Jesus or any of that. They told me not to look. And they said Good Friday, that was the day he died. It's like, why is that good? And then, of course, you realize he died for you. So it was good for you, not so good for him. Good for you, if that makes sense.
Now, who can argue with that? Reverend.
So, but yeah, and so celebrating Easter coming up on this Sunday. It's more than just eggs and Cadbury chickens. I think, isn't it Cadbury? They're boycotting this year. So right, then they find out that they've got I don't know what's in the Cadbury egg that's toxic or something. I don't know. There's some kind of weird boycott. There is the thing they just found out. I guess we could jump right into it. And but wait, I'm gonna back up the train here for a second. I want to welcome in. I've got so many new people and a new member. So God bless you. Hi, Lacey. Thank you very much. It's wonderful to have you as a member of the show. So thank you. This really is a grassroots movement. But all right, where are we at? And let's see. What do we have? Oh, and before I forget, I was going to remind everyone again at the end of the show too, but I'm doing a show tomorrow night. If you haven't had enough of me tonight, I'm doing a show tomorrow night with this gentleman. I've done one. I rebroadcasted it recently, so if you want to get a preemptive viewing of our first show that was like 4 years ago, it's John from Wake Up or Else, and he covers a lot about the Bible and specifically notices the changes in it like I do. And so we had a great conversation last time, and he's invited me onto his show, so I should be there tomorrow night. I believe hopefully I've got this right, 4 p.m. for West Coast PST, and then that would make it 7 Eastern. And if I'm wrong, I'm sure he'll put something in the chat. So, and when the show's over, I'll make a post that will have the link to that. If you're interested in going over there, it should be some fun tomorrow night. Okay, so hi, John. Good to see you. And there will be barfing tigers here. Absolutely. Because, this really is the only channel that you can get a barfing tiger group. There you are. I'm here to please. That's what I'm here for. So yes, clickety click. So, and hi Val. And all right. Yeah, Space Pan is very sus. Yeah, and in fact, I there was so much talk about the space, the Artemis, and all that. So what I did is I put together a little video, as I like to do. So tonight we'll have a world premiere video, and it's got some old stuff that you recognize if you've been around for my outro, and then it's got a bunch of new stuff that deals with what happened with Artemis. So, okay, what's next? Spiffy outfit, thank you. Got my haircut, got everything going on here. Got rid of the beard and it grows back. This is like, I think, yeah, well, look, this is maybe like 2 hours since I've shaved. I've got so much testosterone flowing through my veins. So, okay. Wait, we got to get the comments on here still. Okay. Let's see. And where are we at here? Not crucified on a Friday. Yeah, I'm just, these are the holidays and they're celebrated, and that's all. What I find is like when it comes to these things, it's about your intent. It's what's in your heart. And so if you're doing something and you're celebrating Jesus's resurrection and the sacrifice that he did for you, then, as my old saying would be, couldn't wait. Right? It's not about, it's knowing what you're celebrating, because there's a Bible passage that's changed, but in the KJV, the way I memorized it was, my people perish for lack of knowledge. So if you don't understand some of these things, like people are calling Ishtar and stuff, then yeah, you're destined to fall for it and end up praying the wrong way, I would assume. But God knows what's in your heart. So, okay. And yes, I do celebrate Jesus every day too. But sometimes there's people and they're celebrating, so I'm trying to get to the masses. So, and you are lovely. Yes, you are lovely. Okay. Let's see. Did I get through all this? There's so many comments. I can't keep up. I got to scroll down. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. You guys are talking a lot. Okay. Where was I? I was going to tell you about, another thing. Last thing about Easter. Where is it? So check this out. So, because we have little grandkids, and we had done some stuff last year, and we had some of these little plastic eggs left over, And so one of my sons, he saw something, I would assume on the internet or somewhere, or he invented it, but he got these little, he got these little Jesuses. They're so adorable. Focus, camera. They're so adorable. Come on. Well, I'm working with old technology. Sorry. But in any case, there he is. And if you could read it on there, I don't know why it won't focus. It's not being cooperative. But it says Jesus loves you on his sash. And and you get a bag of them, right? And so he and I split a bag. And the cool thing, here's the thing. There's people that say, wow, what I do, it's a wonderful thing, because I know I am helping spread the word of God in these times. And not everybody can turn on a camera, and not everybody wants to sacrifice the things that you do when you become a face on screen. There's a lot of personal sacrifices I lose, but then I gain throughout the world, across the country and other places on earth, people that are lonely, broken, hurt, and whatever. And there's at least a few hours every week that they can tune in, listen to me, maybe have some fun, and then talk to other people in the chat and commiserate with them. And so if you're not somebody that can do that, because not everyone can, this I thought is a great way, because what you do is you just leave them around anywhere. He was putting them in like at shoes and stuff at the Goodwill, or we went to the library and I left some in the library, and you leave some outside and people find them. Like, I found out about, because he left one at my house, and just cracked me up. And so since I had these leftover eggs, these things fit perfectly in them. And so I've been leaving these little eggs with Jesus in it, and you open it up and it says, Jesus loves you. So, that's a way that you can at least start spreading some of the gospel without too much effort, and you don't have to worry too much about it. So, so anyways, I thought that was great. Yes, they are. They are space pandas. Exactly. It was given to me by a fan out there. And two things that space is not what they say and pandas aren't what they say. So it's a perfect, I thought, for the whole Artemis thing. So, yes. Okay. But just like the little tiny Jesuses, so I thought they were great. Okay. And hello for Federica. That sounds Italian, Federica. So, and Kim is praying. Kim a praying. I like the avatars. That's for Pretty Rose, but I like the names too. They're really funny. Little cheeses. Did I sound like I said cheeses? That's funny. That's funny. So, okay, where are we at here? Okay, I think I got everybody there. So, and I'm not selling the little cheeses. Now you're gonna make me think of cheese. No, I'm not selling. You can get them on Amazon. That's where we got them. I could put up in a store and buy them from Amazon and resell them. No, just if you're interested, do that and pass them around the city. And it's fun to do it and nobody knows you've done it. So it's kind of funny. Okay, enough with that. What did I want to show you? Where do we want to start? Oh, I do have this one. It's a real quick clip. Oh, shoot, I can't play that one. That's got the wrong music on. All right, never mind. So we'll kill that. And it's gone for South Park. Where should we start? Well, we could start with Canada. Sorry, Canada, but we need to. What is going on with you all? Whoops. What is that? There's a teleprompter? That's weird. I didn't know that. There's all kinds of things on StreamYard I'm not familiar with. It's so funny. Okay, let's get back over here. We covered last week that Canada did like a commercial saying, if you're feeling sad, don't worry. We can help you off yourself. It was really sad. And so now, where is this? Come on, picture. Here we go. Where'd it go? Here we go. Okay, so whoops. What's up? Oh, coffee. Thank you, love. Excellent. Fuel for the show. Okay, I gotta move my Jesuses. It's back on. All right, so we got that. There we go. I'm not gonna play too much of this music, but Rush, that's I think a very Canadian band. And so Canada posts a concert. And so, like, who's this guy? Well, this is for the hearing impaired. But when there's nobody singing, he's just doing air guitar. I'm telling you, we're so far down the rabbit hole of videography. I don't know if we can come back. I mean, look at this. And maybe it has context if you see it next to these guys, right? But wait, there's more. How about this? This is what it looks like. I hope that you are enjoying this. This makes me laugh. This is what it looks like if you take Rush out of that picture. I mean, they had to pay that guy, right? That's a great gig. I want that gig, right? Was it a sweet ride symbol? And air drums. Yeah, I mean, is that great? Is that Connor? That's you driving? Oh, good. That's the best thing you've seen so far. But wait, there's more. We'll have more fun, I'm sure. But yeah, isn't that something? Yeah, dude. Hey, you know what it reminds me of? When they interviewed, what was that lady? Vanna White. Did she turn the letters? And somebody's like, man, that's such an easy job. Anyone could do it. And she goes, okay, but I am, and that's just it. Like, he got it, why not? So did the Rush guy die? I don't know. I'm not sure up on those. I'm not sure. And I played that once before the music. The one of the funniest things is that Separate Ways video by Journey with no music. It's really hilarious. So Crispy Chickens has just shown up, which means now you made me think about chicken crispy chicken, but it means you're tardy. And so you're the first one to get this.
I don't feel tardy. I don't feel tardy.
So, all right. Oh, okay. The drummer passed away. I see. Or his character did. Sweet. I mean, not sweet, but yeah. So, and you just got tardy here too, but it's all right. We barely started. So, where are we at here? Okay. Let's go down here. Okay. Let's see. So that was Canada losing their minds again. Which at this point, Trump just says, why don't we call it the 51st state? Because, we protect them. Half of it's in the same space as us, but we'll see. We'll get there one day. What I want to show you. Oh, this. I was supposed to potentially have Rose on tonight, but there was a scheduling conflict, and so we'll have her back on another night. But if you're watching, Rose, I found this, or it found me in honor of you. This is Disney's really loving their animatronics that they got going at their park now. And oh, look at that. It knocks me right out. How's that? I came back. I mean, I'm here. Isn't that funny? I'm also in the door there. But no, so Disney's got their animatronics going, and a couple of crows went up there and decided they needed the hair to make their nest, I would assume. So, your kid's down there, and this girl's singing this real pretty song, and crows are ripping her hair right out of her head, and the kids are screaming. So I can't say that they were screaming, but that could be traumatic, I would think, to a youngin watching her get her hair ripped out. Oh, okay. And as far as that's the other thing. Rose did not give me the joke, but I contacted her in advance and asked what she thought of it, and she thought it was funny. And just in case I offended anyone, she made this message for me.
Hello, my name is Rose 777, and I'm disabled, and I also approve of this message.
So there you go. You thought I don't come prepared. I come prepared. So, yeah. Okay. Where are we at here? I should have hit this, I guess. I come prepared.
True. Yep. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So there we go. I like being up there better. And for those of you who don't know this, the back, oops, how do I make, what if I do this? You can still hear it. Oh, there we go. Can you still hear me on this? I don't know. But the background for this was a video game. Let me see what the chat says. Can you still hear me when it's like that? Okay. So the background on this was a video game. I'm old, and this was like one of the very first video games. What do they call those? MMORPGs or something, where it was like you pretend, it was like a Dungeons and Dragons kind of thing where you pretended you were a character and you fought different kinds of creatures in this hidden land and stuff. And it was interesting because there's some correlations to what I think is going on in the world today. So we'll go over that. But I just like the cover and stuck my face on it, kind of like a Star-Lord kind of guy there. And anyways, and Connor made fun of me. So okay, it's not that I don't think anyone should use AI. I don't like it. To me, it looks everything I've ever tried to make with it just kind of looked kind of evil. So I just use my free 3D paint program. So, and Sugar Cube, good to see you. I'm glad that you're back and you're here. And let's see, what else do we have here? Bruce is he here? And Mike is here waving. I like your avatar. That's really cool. So, okay. And I'm sure I missed a few along the way there, but we'll try to catch up as we go. So, where'd I go? Let's see. Here I am. Okay. So we were covering Disney. So they traumatized the kids with the crows. And then they also had, there's a movie, it was past me, but Frozen. And apparently they have like a little talking snowman, and they've got him as an animatronic a machine walking around Disneyland or whatever, Disney World, and he started walking around and had a heart attack and died. And that time, kids are screaming. Watch that again. See, we're not quite at the stage of Terminator. The robots haven't taken over completely. One, two, three, he's down. So, anyways. Okay. Get rid of that. And what other ones do we have in there that you haven't seen? I thought this was interesting because, because of the war and the Strait of Moose, this is what your gas station. Oops, wrong one. Here, let's see. I got to hit it off of this button. Otherwise, only I get to see it, and that doesn't really help anything. Okay, clickety click. Where is it? This is what your gas stations look like now. Have you seen? I don't know what it is in your area, but Washington State is only second to California. California, I think there's some areas that are over $8 a gallon. And where's the guy?
I'm also weird.
But here in Washington State, we're over $6. So, but we got to get them over there before they come over here, right? Isn't that what they always say to us? They always tell us that they're about to attack us any day with nuclear war or whatever, and we got to get them over there before they get them over here. So we always are the aggressor because we're going over there before they come over here because we just know they're going to come over here.
That makes no sense.
Because it doesn't. Because think about this. Do you really think do you really think that there's a family over in Iran right now that just finished dinner and they're wiping their faces and going, okay, now let's go plot on how to kill people in America? No, they just want to live their lives just like we do. I'm not saying there isn't bad actors in the governments and stuff. I get it. And there's a war going on and there's people that are getting hurt most likely. I mean, it's just the propaganda that we get from all the countries. We need to really know what's going on over there. And so most people, I would feel, if not, it could be everyone. But probably not. You don't talk in absolutes. Absolutes? Absolutes. This is a good show. I'm so glad there's new people here.
No, thank you.
So most people just want to live their lives, and the government tells us, don't worry, we'll go over there and we'll do all this killing and stuff. We'll use your tax dollars and you'll thank us because otherwise they were going to come over here. So that's part of this whole social construct. That was the reason I did talk to Rose about this in advance because, I have to say that I've been doing this a long time in this awakening process. And one of the first channels back in 2017 that really was instrumental in me learning about these things, like even the words, the Hegelian dialect. I think I said it right this time.
That's very true.
Well, maybe. But I learned that from listening to, there was a show, it's still on, but it's Crow 777 Radio. And they're the ones that for me, was the first person I'd heard talk about how nukes weren't real. And so I looked into that. And if you haven't done that, a lot of people have been discussing it again. It's interesting watching these things cycle around again. And so if you haven't watched it, go back and find the videos of, when they did their testing in the desert. And they just look like models and stuff now. And then there's one where a truck vanishes or appears. And it doesn't make any sense because you actually look at the areas that supposedly were bombed, like Nagasaki and Hiroshima, the roads are still there. And there's some houses there. And there's no ground zero that they show us that would just be like scorched earth, like in Fallout or something. And then it, resonates from there and everything gets decimated. There's still trees and telephone poles and things. That does look like what they call carpet bombing, which is a horrible thing that I'm sure a lot of people did lose their lives in that. But it's not an atom bomb. They don't exist. This is my thoughts. They don't exist in the. It's another way to make you all afraid. And so, since the inception of time, I mean, my great grandparents, my grandparents, my parents, my generation, my children, they've threatened us with these nuclear wars, and I don't believe they have the technology to do it. It's just one more fear campaign. And when you really start looking into these things, you will see that there were people living in those cities, Nagasaki, Hiroshima, after the war. In fact, there's life in Chernobyl where that supposed nuclear reactor thing went down. And so this radiation, they told us, they've now backpedaled it. And where they used to tell you that radiation be there for like decades or hundreds of years, now they say sometimes it dissipates right away. And so that's why there were still people there. But then you go, well, wait, there was a whole bunch of people that had like sickness and mutations and things like that right after the war. And I say, on a completely unrelated topic, did you know that they had mandatory shots for everyone in those cities? Go look that up. It's interesting too. And so then that can do something to you. I mean, look at the children of thalidomide, however you say that. So just check in and all of that. So yeah, they've been scaring us with that forever, and they're using that as the reason to, do the war they're doing now. And so what do we get out of it? We get a lot of visuals that look terrible, a lot of dialogue that sounds horrible, and really high gas prices. And so then, you get the high gas prices, and I played the Operation Mockingbird last week where they just said, hey, suck it up, Buttercup, because they're saving your life kind of thing. I mean, that's not what they said, but you could watch it and see. And then this guy put out this information I thought was interesting just the other day.
Federal government just confirmed that they are about to start diluting your gasoline this May. So basically, the EPA just announced that starting on May the 1st, gas stations across the country can sell E15 fuel nationwide. If you're somebody that doesn't know what E15 fuel is, it's gasoline that's cut with 15% ethanol instead of just the usual 10. And you literally cannot make this up right now because they are calling it fortifying the domestic fuel supply, which is a really weird way to say that you're just going to be adding more corn juice to people's gas.
The EPA has issued emergency waivers for gasoline blends like E15.
Now this is why it actually matters to you, because ethanol has less energy than regular gasoline, so your car gets worse fuel economy on E15. The entire point of this is that you might be saving about 25 cents per gallon at the pump, but you're burning through it faster, so obviously the savings just cancels itself out. But this is the part that genuinely nobody's talking about, because the EPA normally bans E15 during the summer because ethanol evaporates faster in heat and creates more smog. They explicitly know this, but they just decided to waive their own rule that they made anyways because gas prices are high right now and people are angry. And if you're somebody that owns an older car, a lawnmower, a boat, or a chainsaw, they're saying to be careful because E15 can mess up those engines. So they're making your gas cheaper by just making it worse. Is that even surprising at this point?
No, it absolutely is not surprising at this point. So yeah, and they did the same thing to us to electricity, right? They said, oi, they didn't say oi. Every once in a while the yid comes out. They said, hey, they're not making, you guys are using too much electricity. You need to cut down on your usage. And so everyone did. And when I say everyone, of course, you know who I mean. Everyone. And then they said we weren't making enough money because they weren't using as much electricity, so they raised the prices. So you're now paying more for less energy, So yeah, we always are the ones that lose. They always are the ones that win. That's just the way that this is set up right now. But we know who wins eventually in the end. Just so you know. Do I have anything for that? Here he is.
That's very true.
Okay. Now, for your listening enjoyment, I don't know. This just made me laugh. Hopefully it makes you laugh. Somebody took Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal, and I do enjoy a good Michael Jackson song. You know, it's a whatever. It's a, what do they call that? A what are those things called? Not an earworm, but it could be secret joy or something. There's something they call that. Guilty pleasure. That's it. But someone took out all of the singing to Smooth Criminal and the music and just left in the what do you call those things? The little noises he makes. Anyways, if you're listening, enjoy it. It is hilarious. My wife says that's not funny. And you know what I say to that? I say, nay, nay. I like the ending. Okay. I won't do it again because they'll just... Oh, shoot. That's something else. You guys like that? I thought I liked it. So, okay. Let's see. Where are we at here? Yes. Whoops, where'd it go? Where is it? It's going so fast. It was still rhythmically perfect. So, you got your dogs looking around. That's funny. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I think it's funny. Okay. You've been vetoed, honey. There's people are saying it's hilarious. That's right. I'll take the win when I can. So yeah, when you run out of lyrics. So last one's cringe. Yeah, I don't know. It's just and then Rumble's liking it too. And so did Bruce. So you like that one, Connor. Okay. Okay. You used to play a game like that? Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, where are we at? What is this? Did you just get here? Puck Wedgie? All right. Let's see. We got to get it for crackhead jitter. So, okay, but where are we at? We had a late person. Okay, no more turn.
I don't feel turdy.
Right. Okay, so we got that. Let's get rid of that off of this show. Doing better. The way I've got this show constructed, it seems to, by God's grace, not being glitched out. So that's good. So yeah, we were talking about gasoline and they say that the price of gas has gone up so much because it's the Strait of Hormuz. I think that's how you say it, Hormuz, like a moose, no, Strait of Hormuz, I think, and where all the tankers go through there, and so of course people are protesting. Everyone protests everything nowadays. The people protesting the No Kings or flying communist flags, like, so you'd rather a dictatorship, and and even though Trump really is a king already, he technically isn't because they wouldn't be able to protest if he was a true king. But he's on his way. He's making his way there. I mean, don't forget, the same guy that told you if you vote for him this time, you'll never have to vote again. It's the same guy that's more than once posted that, during war times, which we happen to be in, they can do some kind of special things and he could stay president. And he had that one video he put out that just irritated everyone where he sat behind the podium and the numbers kept changing and going to like 2030, 2050, and forever, so he makes those comments. He's already talked about, like, he's running a risk board where he's going to get Greenland. He's going to get Cuba. He talked about taking Iran years ago too. I don't know if you knew that. And I think I might have that on one of these things here. Let me see. Do I have that one? Let's see. Talk amongst yourselves for a second. Not there. Yeah, here it is. Let's see. So that's that one. So we'll go here and we'll go here. Oops. Share screen. Clickety click here and here. And I think it's this one. Yeah, this is in 1987.
Running for the presidency. I'm here because I'm personally tired of seeing this great country of ours being ripped off.
But as far as Trump is concerned, our allies are only part of the problem.
Let's see. Let's go forward here.
Why couldn't we go in and take over some of their oil, which is along the sea?
How would you do that? Would you send in the Marines? Would you take a chance in a war?
Let them have Iran. You take their oil. That's what
How?
So he's going to take Iran's oil. This is what he was saying to Baba Wawa back in 1987. Nothing's changed. He just had to wait till he was second-term president to do the thing he said he wanted to do back then. So, all right. And if I get a copyright on the Baba Wawa thing, I'll take it out. So you'll be saying, what is he talking about? You'll have to look for it. That's what they did to me last week. You know, I don't get much on these shows. I get some penance from YouTube, and I do appreciate all the donations and stuff that we get. And by the way, if you're interested, there's links in the description. I put up, there's a PayPal now, there's Cash App, there's all different things you can find. There's memberships, there's a lot of ways you can help to support the show. And I thank all of you, and Patreons, all those people are definitely help keep the lights on. But what was I going to tell you? Oh, so last week I played a video. It was the Iran put out their propaganda videos about how they're going to blow us up and stuff. And not only did that video get a monetary copyright strike, they took it down. Like they turned it off. No one could view it. And I didn't get a strike on the channel, thank God, but I had to then edit that out and then repost it, and then they allowed it to run. So I never know when I do a 2-3 hour show or whatever, and play that one clip that's like 5 seconds, and they get you on it. So they are watching, but might be partly why the show is kind of doesn't take off virally, but that's okay. I'm here for the certain ones that God wants me to talk to, and that's who we'll talk to.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right. Where were we? Oh yeah, we were doing this other video here. Let's see. We'll go clickety click. And so yeah, so we're talking about the Strait of Hormuz. And so this guy, and this one's actually kind of going viral too. This guy is going around to these protests because there's so many people. They protest all kinds of things. They don't even know why they're there. It's like a concert. It's like they just want to be involved, and they want to say, I was there, and that kind of thing. Because show me where any of these protests have ever done anything. Like the people in the oligarchs or whatever you want to call them, they're sitting there watching these protests, and they sit back and they go, wow, that makes sense. We need to stop doing what we're doing. I just don't see that happening. But so this guy goes and he talks to them about the Strait of Hormuz and proves once again they don't even know why they're there.
A little bit homophobic that was so focused on the Straits of Hormuz and not the gays of Hormuz.
Yes, I agree. Yes, for sure.
Why do you think they're willing to leave the gays of Hormuz behind?
I think it's just historically, like, you know, gays have always been very discriminated against, which is wrong on so many levels.
Even in war.
Yeah, even in war. It just takes more reform in government, obviously, and then also educating society.
I just feel like if we're going to go in there, we can't leave the gay people behind.
Right.
I don't think we should go in there at all, but if we're going to, the gays of Hormuz, we could turn it into Fire Island.
For sure.
For sure, she says. So there you go. Oh, shoot. Isn't that great? Okay. So we got that done. So now we know everything we need to know about the Strait of Hormuz and the gays of Hormuz.
There are no experts.
And there's enough new people here to tell this story again, because I think it's really funny. As a gentleman that's been watching me for a long time, and he might even be, still in the chat or watching it later and stuff. But I put together these drops, latchkey kid, and so I found out on StreamYard you could put these little drops, and that's how my show ended up kind of having all these little drops like this.
I got nowhere else to go. I got
Nowhere else to go.
The very first one I ever made was this. I was very proud of it. But then I made this one where he says there's no experts.
There are no experts.
And I forget when I download these things where they came from, because it sometimes tells you, sometimes it doesn't. But I just look for certain things that I'm, looking for, and I was looking for that. And so I made the words on it and I added the music to it. But it's apparently from the original movie The Exorcist from the 70s. And this gentleman was watching it with his family, and that line came on, and he started cracking up. And it's not a funny movie. It's, it's a scary movie. And they looked at him like he'd lost his mind. So I thought that's pretty funny. So, okay. Where are we at here? Oh, that's the award-winning one. Yeah, but I didn't win the award. I got stuff by the Academy. They didn't. And I'm a single take kind of guy. And this is awfully early, but you know what? I want to make sure we get everything in tonight. So if you're invoking Valhalla, so we'll do that. If I could find Valhalla. You know what? Before you invoke it, we might as well make it relevant too. Where is it? It is that one. Let's make Valhalla relevant here. Clickety click. We'll go here. So if you're keeping score, here, let me get rid of the comment here. There we go. If you're keeping score, what do you call it? Truth tellers are right again. They came out and said originally that it wasn't the guy and that wasn't the gun and none of it made sense. And sure enough, the bullet used to unalive Charlie did not match the rifle used by Tyler Robinson in new court filings. So there you go. So what I see in this story is they are traumatizing us again, because whatever you thought of Charlie Kirk, a lot of people didn't even know who he was until this all started, and he became the poster child for whatever. But my wife and I used to like to listen to him. He was actually very good at debating, and he was interesting to listen to and had a lot of good ideas. I know not everyone agreed with him, but so then they take him out violently, and then that's all people ever talk about. And then the story finally starts to go away, even though Erica Kirk doesn't go away. And then they bring this out just to re-traumatize everyone again, because it's a traumatic thing, because even people that didn't know who he was, suddenly that's all they were talking about. They were just talking about him and Erica.
Yes, I believe in our judicial system.
And they made her such a villain, her character. I mean, it just everyone seems to just hate her because she comes out like it's WWE wrestling. Her husband just died. Whatever. So now maybe some of the truth sayers got the other part right, and maybe he's whisked off to the magical land that we know as Valhalla.
Lastly, to my friend Charlie Kirk, rest now, brother. We have the watch, and I'll see you in Valhalla.
In honor of Pat. I woke the dogs. I bet I woke them up at all. Oh, I had it backwards too. Doesn't Cash Patel do this? He's got it backwards. Okay. Where are we at here? Well, it's not my fault. They invoked Valhalla down there. So okay, where were we? It is my fault. It's always my fault. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? I wonder how far out these shows really go. I do know that Elon Musk saw my wonderful song, because the person that tagged him then blocked him. Is my chauffeur for Pesach? It's for whatever you like, Finn. So, and yeah, I woke up all the dogs on the street. But yeah, so like I don't know how far these shows go because, like I said, Elon Musk saw that and he blocked that guy. And then there are certain things that have come around. I don't know. It'd be fun to think that they're all watching. Maybe they are because there's a lot of famous people that are doing podcasts now. So I kind of was a little bit of a original. Yes, that's from Trish. I was saying how I was an originator and they're imitators.
Now, who can argue with that? Reverend!
So, yeah. Yes, everyone gets to blow their own horn sometimes. Exactly. I caught you off guard. Sweet. Okay, so where are we at here? Oh, Jeannie, somebody wrote, so far, so good. That's a good one. That was written by Truth Be Heard, James. So, Billy, what? Am I on the Clintons list? Most likely. I hope not, because their houses usually end up exploding, right? So, yeah, and you can still listen to I have the voice of an angel, they say. You can still listen to my song about Elon, written by me. I can't play it because they take all the money for themselves and give it to King Elton John. But in any case, thank you for that. And you're welcome. And Jason is tardy, so as long as you don't feel tardy, right? Oh, you get it.
I don't feel tardy.
Okay, there. It's enough. Let's see. Where are we at here? Boy, I haven't even really gone through everything, and I still have the world premiere video to play. And we're already an hour in, so let's see if we can get going a little more here. Let's clear some of the tabs. That's always a good thing to do. And if you are enjoying the show, don't forget, hit that like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, the membership, whatever you like, or just sit back and relax. But hit the like button, then relax. Okay. Just thought I'd do my little PSA announcement that don't buy, if you were, or give them to your kids, the Dino Chicken, hey, crispy chicken, the Dino Chicken Nuggets from Walmart, because apparently they have unsafe levels of lead. Why? they took away our paint, right? Because they said the kids were eating them. And what they do, they stuck it in the food. So that's your PSA. Don't feed your kid those. Okay. What else? Yeah, if they weren't getting us with the fluoride, they're going to get us with the lead. Okay. And this is a whole new scam I wasn't familiar with. There's two of them. This one was pretty wild because there's a guy that put on, and that's when I say we're so far past idiocracy. I mean, the real stories are actually funnier than the jokes that people make up. So a guy put on a bear outfit, a bear costume, right? He climbed inside a Rolls Royce Ghost. He filmed it and sent the video to the insurance company claiming a bear damaged his car. The same thing with a Mercedes G63 AMG and a Mercedes E350. All three cars at the same location with three different insurance companies. Are you checking this out? Isn't this something? He exposed him instantly and said that, a biologist watched the footage and said, well, it's clearly a human in a bear suit. And the reason he got caught, a light brown costume in a state where only black bears would exist. You like it? So police raided the house and found the bear costume and metal meat claws used to make fake scratches on the leather seats. I mean, look at that. It's fantastic. Jeez. Anyways, I thought that was That was funny. Yeah, look at that. He's tearing up that car. So, and those are the people, I guess, that that's kind of funny. Ruben Tharmazian, Arat Chirkanian, Vahi Murkadakian, I'm sure I said that right, and Alfaya Zuckerman, of course. He's from Valley Village, and the other three from Glendale. There's so many jokes in there, I'm just going to let them go. But there, look at this is the outfit that they found, and the claws. Oh, gosh, too much. So yeah, no bueno, as my friend Steve says. So they got him. And then if that wasn't you think that's the weirdest scam that you've seen? Oh, nay. I got one even, I think, just equally weird. How about that? Mount Everest. So there's guides that what they do is they're poisoning the climbers to trigger helicopter rescues as an insurance scam. So they lace the hikers' food with something that where is it? It says on here. They put baking soda in their food and triggers severe gastrointestinal distress that mimics altitude sickness or food poisoning. And then they force them to get these real expensive helicopter rides to get off the mountain. Apparently they've made, according to police, almost $20 million in insurance payouts. And it says Nepal's charged 32 people for organized crime and fraud for doing this. Isn't that one nuts? What? These insurance scammers are, they take it to a whole new level. All right. Enough of that. Okay, there's Charlie. And if I see one more of these, I'm not a AI robot videos from this guy. He's doing real weird stuff now where he's not even behind his little podium there. He walks around like he's got to go to the bathroom or something. He's going back and forth and waving his arms around and just trying to make sure everyone realizes that he's alive. And if you have to put out this many videos to prove that you're alive, I don't think you're alive. Just saying. That's my take on that. But so he has another one. So there's that. Okay, what's next? That's the old Trump. The new Trump is upset because he was outed. His ballroom's got a bunker underneath it.
The building, because this just came out today. These pictures we just made today. We have drone-proof roofs, ceilings. Everything's drone-proof and bulletproof.
Drone-proof and bulletproof ceilings and roofs and walls.
And unfortunately, we're living in an age where that's a good thing. And this is the view from the Treasury, opposite the Treasury.
And he says, and we're living in an age where that's a good thing. For who? For you? You're the one starting the wars and bringing them here. But yeah, so there you go. So there's a massive bomb shelter underneath the White House ballroom that can withstand a nuclear attack if they were real. So, and hi, Sue, listening from Texas. I just saw you over there. Yes, it's a ballroom with 2 A's and an L. Exactly. So, okay, what's next? And this I thought was interesting. Somebody that lived through the Yeltsin years, if you all know who that was, he was the Russian guy, I think during the 90s mostly. And apparently, I'm not going to play it because they do the YMCA song. But they're making comparisons, and he does exactly the same thing that Yeltsin did. So I thought that was interesting because there's a guy that says there's nothing new under the sun, or the KJV now says there's no new thing under the sun, but you get the point. So I think he got his dance moves from Yeltsin. Although Yeltsin's really cutting the rug, though, a lot more. He's got the finger pointing thing down. Anyways. Okay. Trump, that's enough of that. Oh, we're back to Canada. And, once again, you can say bad things pretty much about, well, you can't say anything about the small hats, but you can definitely say whatever you want about Christianity, and it's kind of biblical in a way that they just, once again, Canada's leading the charge, and they passed an anti-Christian bill that could criminalize quoting passages of the Bible. And so criminalizing the religious expression of belief when quoting parts of the Bible that include about homosexuality and gender. So there you go. So now they're saying they want to say that the Bible is hate speech. So you can always attack Christianity. You just can't go after some of these other ones. But just wanted you to know that's happening. We'll keep an eye on that. As they continue in the name of war to bomb things like Simon Peter, the apostle of Christ, his mausoleum that was like 2,000 years old. And that's what it looks like now. And, you know, we go through these things, whatever you want to call them, resets or whatever. And part of it is just to destroy history. So that way nobody even knows what's going on. That's what a huge part of the deception, I believe now, is the timeline that we're in. Most Christians, at least the mainstream, thinks that we're heading into Revelation and Jesus' return has not come back. And he said that he'd be right back, but, you know, he meant 2,000 years from then. So there's those of us like myself that feel that he prophesied and did exactly as he said, and he came back probably around the 70s, and not 1970, but 70 AD, and the whole Nero thing, and when they actually destroyed the temple. And most of the cities that Paul writes to, the churches, the 7 churches, they all look like this or worse now. So it makes sense that it happened in their timeline, and now we're past it, and we're living in the little season.
Sorry. Pizza.
Because you can, you know, look around and you can see evil. It's fully on display now, and the attack on Christianity is on display too. But that's why we're here. We're here to like give the other side and let people know that the Spirit of God gets poured out at the same time as these end times happen. So, and this was about social construct. This kind of made me think about this whole thing. Was this is BlackRock, of course, who now owns everything. And they're saying, I mean, I can't play it, I guess, because it's Fox. But he says that they were instrumental in forcing woke diversity quotas on companies, and now are conceding that the work era was a failed experiment. They're saying it. The quote, smart people are. And so it really is a social construct. And I know that word has been used way too much. Some people don't like hearing it, but I don't know who. I have no idea who I'm talking about. But yeah, so think of it this way, like in personal stories, my lovely wife down there, she said that she was invited as a little kid. How old were you think you were? 6, 4, 5, 6, somewhere in there. And she was invited to a party, and they went and picked out a Barbie doll, and she grabbed a Barbie doll and did you get the black one, or did your mom tell? Yeah. Her mom picked out a black Barbie, and Jeannie asked her why, and she said, because your friend is black. And so as children, we don't even understand these things. We don't know what's happening with this racism and all that. Like I said earlier, there's no family, at least that I can think of, that finished dinner and now is plotting to kill someone they never met. It's forced upon us. People don't realize that. I have a friend that when she was a little kid, she was at a restaurant and saw her first black person and told her mom she wanted to lick his arm. And she thought that was weird. And she said, well, she thought he looked like chocolate, and she figured he might taste like it. So, you know, we have no idea, no concept of these things until we're told that we're supposed to feel this way. And so part of the whole idea behind don't be racist, that whole thing itself is racist, because they're forcing these issues on people when the majority, I'm not saying there aren't racist people, but the majority of the people that we talk about They just want to get on with their lives. That's all. That's what everyone wants to do. And so society and social construct forces this on upon us. And it's true about just about everything. They got us fighting over political parties that don't really exist because they all work together for the same ill will against us. They have us fighting over races. They have us fighting over religions. They just want to continue this so that way we'll never see the bigger picture and constantly stay in this state of fear and fighting rather than realize that, God is here and all we have to do is reach out and he'll be there for us and teach us that all this stuff is ridiculous, made up nonsense.
Now, who can argue with that? Reverend!
Reverend. Okay. Who are the people that are sounding the most racist?
Young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things. And I want the world open up to all of them.
Have advanced placement programs in these schools. We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Oh, well.
Satellite tracking continues.
So there you go. Where'd that chirp come from? That was interesting. That was in there. Okay.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
All right, let's see. We'll go clickety click here. Let's get through some of these tabs. Okay. All right. And this one, I keep showing. I mean, you talk about catfishing. I keep showing this every week. There's another story. And so here's this person says, my high school neighborhood just elected a local 59-year-old councilwoman who campaigned in the local paper with the photo on the right. And her statement was, I used an internet program to enhance the image because the resolution of the photo was bad. It's my photo. It really is me. I use medication. That's why I look a little different now. But yes, I do look much younger than my age. So when I'm out with my son, people think I'm his girlfriend. I hear that super young for my age all the time. Yeah, they look identical, these photos, don't they? It's just a little bit of touch up and enhancement, right? Enhanced. Yeah, you got to do the quotes. Enhanced. You see that one, hon? Is that ridiculous? So this gal got elected and then she showed up, false advertising. Okay, what's next? And this guy, he's another scammer. He should have gone with the other scammers. But all they asked him to do was to hold up 3 fingers to prove he wasn't AI.
You're not some AI thing, though. How would I be able to tell?
Well, first of all, it looked like his hand goes through the wall.
Here, man. Here.
Oh, is that? Sorry, can you hold that up?
It's not AI.
Can you?
Yeah, absolutely.
He just wanted to hold up 3 fingers.
That's like our director.
Some way of telling whether you're real or not. Can you hold up 3 fingers in front of your face or anything?
Oh, come on, that's too much.
Can you hold up 3 fingers in front of your face?
Well, I think that. Well, is that enough?
No, it's not in front of your face.
Well, that's too much, don't you think?
Yes, it is. Because if you were real, you would put up 3 fingers in front of your face.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I thought.
Ruh-roh, Shaggy. But that's how AI is changing. Like even just like that kind of meeting and stuff. It's interesting that they've waited so long to do the alien invasion. That seems like it's on the horizon any moment until the technology, of course, obviously it's fallen angel technology. They've always had it, but until the technology for us has gotten to the point where you cannot tell what's real and what's Memorex. Meanwhile, there's a whole bunch of audience going, what does it mean Memorex? What is that? It's a tape. Don't even worry about it. And then can you imagine this? There's all these data centers popping up because of all this machinery. And this one popped up in Michigan. And like, I don't know how you live next to this. Isn't that nuts? I can't even like playing it.
Property values, because who's going to want to, if we want to resell the house, who's going to want to buy the house with that noise? No one's going to want to buy it. They'll be like, no, we ain't moving there. I mean, you know, and.
Isn't that wild? I'd lose my mind. What do you think, hon? Is that horrible? Horrible. Horrible. Audible. Okay. That's enough of that. Yes, we can delete the group. And then where are we at? Let's see. Go here. And what do we got here? Okay, that's Scary Space News. And we also have the Whirlpool video that goes along with that. So let's finish up some of these other things that we have. Oh, I know. Talking about Trump and his ballroom, BAAL. He just posted this video just today, I think. We'll kill the music. So, you know, they showed Obama's, you know, gray trash can that he put up as his presidential library. And of course, Trump is making a giant hypodermic needle because he is the father of the V. Don't forget that. He wants to remind you. And so he's got this gigantic tower towering over everything. I mean, are we at the point of Back to the Future where Biff builds the tower? We're almost there, right? Biff. And I found this really interesting. So as you go along your 3-day tour of Trump's gigantic, what do you call it? Osiris's member. And freeze frame here. See, can we make this large so you can see this? Oops. Oh, does that work? That's only for me. There. So if you guys want to do the math on this, I see 56 stars. Now, for those of you playing along at home, to me, this flag has changed. I remember the red stripe under the blue has a lot to, because it represented the blood spilled of, you know, for the war. But now it's white. And I remember 52 stars in 52 states when I was growing up. And now those are like provinces. They're not actually states, and there's only 50. So let's go along with 50. His new flag, by the time he ends his presidency, or allegedly, has 56. So, okay, we start with 50. Well, definitely we know he's going to take over Greenland, right? Isn't that what, do I still have that? No, I got rid of that. But he wants Greenland. And then, of course, he's Cuba. He's already said. Canada, that's a given. So what does that leave us? There's 3 more we got to figure out. I guess Puerto Rico in there, maybe. Yeah, Puerto Rico. Okay. So wait, that's 4. So we need 2 more for his flag to be correct. Because, you know, you can't leave it with an odds number. So you can't have 1. You got to have 2 more. So, but yeah, that's okay. Most people, okay, they remember 50. Oh, is it Guam? Okay. So then that gives us 1 more. So we got Puerto Rico and Guam to go along with Canada, Greenland, and Cuba. Venezuela. There we go. And Iran. Iran so far away, I couldn't get away. So yeah, maybe if it's no, because on that clip he said he just wanted the oil. He didn't actually want the country. So there you go. I think we solved it. Thank you, chat. You've helped. Oh, Mexico. I didn't even think of that. What about Mexico, Jeannie? Could be Mexico. So, the Virgin Islands, but it says U.S. Is there already part of it now? I don't know. Let's see. Okay. All right. Well, Gaza, yeah, they destroyed that. So maybe they showed where they're going to put up some kind of horrific stuff there, supposedly. So, but okay, let's see, where are we at? But yeah, so then you got, moving on with this ridiculousness, this gigantic hypodermic needle. He, and is it going to have, did you see that? Is it going to have Trump talking outside all the time? I mean, if this isn't some kind of like Kim Jong-un Pol Pot stuff, I don't know what is. Look at that. So that's what it's going to look like, because everything's gold. And giant gold. Did you see the giant golden statue? Look at the giant golden statue outside. And he's got another one, I think, inside. Yeah. Look at this. He's got a 747 or something, like a presidential plane in there. I think Reagan has that. And, he basically does his whole presidency just kind of like Reagan, even stealing the MAGA, which, of course, in the Satanic Church means the top witch wizardry. But Reagan, his what do you call it? Presidential library has a plane and a helicopter in it. So he's just copying that. And then, but wait, there's more. Then you go inside. Oh, he's got a jet too. He wants in there. Look at that. He's outdoing Reagan. So there, look at this. He's doing the fist pump. Golden statue. Is anyone else thinking Nebuchadnezzar at this point? I mean, seriously. I mean, this sounds exactly like the story of Nebuchadnezzar, just updated. So yeah, when he was allegedly shot in the ear that healed miraculously, because, some people believe he's touched by God. And there's his golden statue, just like Nebuchadnezzar. So we'll see. As they say, Cotton, we'll see how this is. It's a bold strategy. We'll see how this plays out. So there's his ball room with the bunker underneath. And then, yeah, see, he's got all the old presidents, and he's got Reagan in there, of course, like I said, because he's really big on him. So there you go. That's going to be the the new Donald Trump library. Why is it so damn tall? Like, is the whole thing going to be a library and museum? Like, what is going on? Is this just a bunch of what are you going to have, apartments and office buildings? What's going on in here that it's that huge? It's huge. I don't know. Okay, what's next? Let's get rid of that. Enough Trump talk. I thought we already stopped him, but no, he's back. Okay, let's see. Do we have anything else? Did we get all those? Let's look. Clickety click. Let's see. Got the Michael, got the Trump, got the thing. Oh, I thought this was interesting. So my wife came across this, and I said, send me that because I have to talk about this. So part of another social construct is makeup now. Makeup is not just something that women put on, of course. Wait for it, as they say. So you got her put on makeup, you got her putting on makeup, and then makeup's for men now too, apparently. Doesn't this look like that one that they show the memes where the guy slowly turns into a clown? I mean, come on. It reminds me of that movie Zoolander, especially at the end. He does the little puff face that they all do to like show off his makeup. Oh my gosh. Yes, it's so awkward, isn't it? Right there. Come on. That's totally Zoolander right there, I'd say. So I'm saying we're so far past the idiocracy at this point. It is a clown world. So, okay. And then she wasn't done. She also sent me this one, which you don't need the music. They take the little thing off your credit card and they stick it into a nail, and then they glue it, and then they put it under your finger, and then just like the mark of the beast, you can now buy with the mark on your forehead or your hand. And And I said, but then what happens when the nail falls off? Then anyone can use your nail as a credit card, right? So that was good. Thank you for that, hun. All right. I'll clear that one out. We're good there. And let's see. Do we have any more left? I didn't hit. We got those. Can't play that one tonight. What's this one? And for a little nostalgia, I had this one. Where'd it go? Clickety click. Here it is. For those of you that remember what clouds used to look like, this is what they look like now. Nothing's going on, right? We're all just crazy. I mean, Bill Gates and Harvard and a whole bunch of other smart people said that they were going to start spraying and causing blockage of the sun because the sun's what's killing us, apparently, and this stuff won't, right? That's not the way clouds looked when I was a kid. And I'm sorry if you're a kid growing up and these are your skies, because you missed out on some really beautiful skies. Now it's all just like, yeah, like a science project, Val. Exactly. So, and frequencies, obviously frequencies do something. And I filmed tons of the same stuff myself. So, but yeah, we used to have that. And you can look at them and like Winnie the Pooh and stuff and lay on the grass. Well, keep your pants on, but you lay on the grass and you'd look up and decide what the clouds look like. So, or was it Peanuts? I think he did that too, Charlie Brown. I don't know, but no longer. So, all right. Let's get rid of that. We covered that one. Okay. So I think we need to do at this point. Yeah, I do too. Mystic cumulus clouds. They used to have like 4 clouds, 3, 4 clouds. Now they have like dozens because they got to name all these ridiculous clouds. So I know, doesn't it? Yeah, exactly. So, okay. Oh, it's great content tonight. Well, thank you. So thank you very much. You know, and there's something about that. There's a story in the Bible where everyone quotes where it says, those that have eyes to see and ears to hear. And the way I think of it is a couple of ways. I've always thought that like they just couldn't see it or hear it, which could be. But I have this new way I've been thinking about lately, because there's people that hear what I'm saying. They see the same things that I'm seeing. They understand I'm looking at it differently than them. And they choose to either dismiss it, ignore it. They don't want to deal with it. And I understand if you're really caught up in the world, this information is really hard to hear and you don't want to accept it. But there's always that voice in the back of their head that's telling them that there's something going on. You know, God says to have the eyes of a child, and that's really what it is. If you take away these social constructs and you just start using your own cognitive thinking, then you're going to realize that there is something going on. And if you choose to ignore it, or you choose to not accept that God is real, or you'd want to, ignore the Bible and think it's fake, those are your choices. But you live in the exact same world that I live in. And I'm telling you, God is real. And if you're saying he isn't, then to me, you're a child in denial. You're not from a different place. You're in the same place as I am. So all I can do is, yeah, it is frustrating. All I can do is just continue to speak and use this Holy Spirit to speak to you and give you the information. And what you do with it at that point, it's up to you. I just put it out there.
Information's out there. All you have to do is let it in.
I think the reason that God woke me up was because I came from a different faith. I came from without having any kind of dispensationalism from the church to teach me the ways that I'm supposed to look at these things. And so I feel I did come at it with eyes of a child because I had to learn all this on my own. And what is it? And so here we are.
And so here we are.
Okay. Well, let's continue on, and we'll go from here, and we'll let's see. We definitely need to. We have my world premiere video, which goes along with Scary Space News, so we probably should start there. What do you think? Let's start there.
What a piece of junk!
She'll make 0.5 past light speed. She may not look like much, but she's got it where it counts, kid. I've made a lot of special modifications myself.
Satellite tracking continues.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Knocked me off the stream. Am I there? Oh, geez. That one did it. That was the one that pushed it over the edge, knocked me off the stream. All right. Is my camera even working? But we lost the illusion. Don't look at the man behind the curtain. Let's see. Is this going to work? Oh, my coffee's here. Whoop. You can put some in here if you want to. Save yourself some. That's good. Thanks. I don't plan talking more than this. All right. I can see her, but they can't. She's in an area I can't get to her. There we go. Much better. Whew. Okay. Let's get back into this. All right. So we're doing Scary Space News, and I hit the wrong button, but it's okay. It was Scary Space News. Let's try this one.
This week in Scary Space News.
Information will.
First off, in Scary Space News, you got these guys. This guy's really starting to look like an alien. I think his name is Matt Getz. He's a congressman. And then this is another guy that's become a famous podcaster.
That are not human, that have been.
And so he goes on his show and says that they're mating aliens and demons. I mean, aliens and humans, and making hybrid animals, creatures.
Discovered. And like even some of the briefings that aren't classified.
As in the days of Noah. So I just found it interesting because it's becoming more, quote, mainstream to talk like this. So yeah, he's Matt Getz. He says there's an alien hybrid breeding program.
That have
he had someone come and brief him in a military uniform. Well, of course, then he definitely has to be true, right? And he worked for the U.S. Army, said, and he told him that there's locations where they're breeding this. So I don't know. I just think it's interesting because once again, they're putting this out there for people to like glom onto. Again, more like a social construct kind of thing. So, okay. I was just checking on my Rumble peeps. Hey, Rumble. Okay. And Rockford, I think I was the only one over there, but am I still? Shoot. Okay, it's working, I think. All right, good. Enough of that nonsense. And these are the astronauts that is the Artemis crew. And of course, they have to maintain their DEI status. Although how they got two white guys, I don't know. Maybe this guy's like some other thing we don't know. But to me, it reminded me of anybody that's into the movies or comics, the Fantastic Four, because the guy's name is Reed, right? It's the same as the lead plastic man, Mr. Fantastic. Then they got a Girl right there. She apparently, and then they got the bald guy that becomes the Rock, or not the Rock, the Thing. And then this would be the Johnny Fire guy. But she apparently, one of the things that she says she can do now is she fixed the plumbing. Because just like here on Earth, we had that giant ship going in for the war. and then apparently had to turn back because their plumbing was all screwed up. And same thing happened here, but she supposedly fixed it. So, wow, sure was great that she was on board to save the men. Yay. And every video I watched of that Artemis flight, every single announcer was a woman. So, I'm not saying it's bad to have a woman announcer. I mean, you could say that, but I'm not saying that. But just like it's so in your face that they're all women. There wasn't a guy anywhere that I saw in any of the podcasts or whatever, interviews and stuff. And reminds me of that Marvel scene where like you're enjoying the movie and all of a sudden all the women show up on screen. They stop fighting their war and they all come together for like this iconic shot. Whatever. That's what movies are for. Propaganda. You just think that you also enjoy it at the same time. So there's that, and that's the toilet she fixed. And let's see. I think that's it on that group. So what does that leave us? That leaves us with our world premiere video. So we'll go into that. You guys enjoying this? So yeah, it's got to be orange, right? Orange is the new black. Where to go? This one, yeah. Oh, and 16 Alpha, you're in here because everyone's saying we're doomed. You saw this on the Big Bang Theory. So, okay. I think we're good. Yeah, orange is 33. Yes. 4 horsemen. Her brother is a brother. Nice. I see what you did there. Are the 2 white guys married to each other? I don't know. Is this season 2? Because season 2, everyone turns gay. Before you get all upset that I do still watch some regular televised vision, because sometimes you just need to tune out. Sometimes you can't watch I watch enough news to do this show for you all. And then, you can read the Bible, and I get that. But then there's sometimes you just need to veg out to something, and that's what televised vision was good for. And we're watching this show, Will Trent, which I find entertaining. And was it Will Trent? No. Was it? Which one was it, hon? Oh, no, it's another one. What is it called? Deadlock. All the women in this, for some reason, in this town are, they're all gay. They're all lesbians, whatever. Except this one. And she had these, heterosexual relationship in the first season. Second season, they took the one straight woman and she went gay. So, it's just like, oh my gosh. Yeah. But yeah, it does that. That's it. Will Trent's the other one. That one does get weird sometimes. So it's enjoyable most of the time. So yeah. I try not to talk too much about the TV I watch. So but okay, where are we at? Let's go back to the beginning here. Define gay. Very happy. So okay. Well, let's see. I think it's time. I've stalled enough that you guys can, because I'll preface it by saying, so Artemis went up, of course, and that's all they want to talk about. Like I did a show how long ago? I think it was with Connor. Like, are we still talking about this? That's where Trump said, are we still talking about Epstein? People want to talk about Epstein. They want to know what happened, and yet nothing's happening. And so instead it's like wag the dog. We get the war. And now we got the space, going to moon, squirrel, they just don't look over here, look over here. And so they kept saying they were going to shoot off their rocket and their Osiris's rocket. And what they finally do it? They did it on, the joke writes itself. They did it on April Fool's Day, right? And those of us in the know realize that the beginning of the year is April because that's when the plants all grow back. It's not the middle of winter, but that's what they called people that still believe that when they changed the calendar. And so we call it April Fool's Day, and it's a day people know to prank. And so what do they decide? They move their moonshot to April Fool's Day. And so they sent the thing up, and like normal, the cameras are cutting out. You don't see from start to finish. There's all kinds of problems. So I put a few of them together. I got some new stuff that goes with the Artemis. And those of you that watch my show and watch the outro, there's some of that thrown in, mixed in together, because it all connects. And I mix it all up and make it into a good stew for your enjoyment. So sit back and relax and enjoy a few minutes of my world premiere video. And if you do enjoy it, I'm going to, like always, I'll post it up on the channel after the show. I think it's a good one. I think you'll enjoy it. And without any further ado, here we go. A ceiling fan man world premiere video. All right. I have to find it. Here it is. For your visual and listening entertainment, it's my take on Artemis, the new moon shot. We're not even landing. We're just going to circle it. We're going to do a drive-by. So weird. Or a flyby, I guess. So, anyways, here we go.
This year copyright has been committed.
This is the first time we're going to send humans to the moon, and we're going to have humans in low Earth orbit. That is awesome. Like, we should, as humanity, we should take a brief moment to go, that's awesome.
Coming up at T-minus 33 seconds.
And so now here we are back inside Orion.
Coming up at T-minus 33 seconds. Artemis 2 now bound for the moon. Humanity's next.
They get out and head down this tube, specially insulated against fire, and zigzagging down not to some point out and away from the rocket, but to an escape room exactly where you'd think it shouldn't be.
The crew would be down here in the blast escape room via that 200-foot escape tube, 40 feet below the base of the rocket. They find themselves in a totally rubber room, walls and floors, and they hit the safety through a 6-inch steel door. Once they're behind that door, it doesn't matter what comes down this tube behind them.
My question is, how do you balance science with science fiction? They're both the same.
Throttle down.
this makes sense. Like, it actually fits. The consonants fit, the size, the shape, everything's there. It fits on the ball. It's all right there. Okay? Look at the size of Australia in this picture. Look at that. Australia is like the size of half the planet. What is the deal? Look at that. Tasmania is like almost as big as Australia.
So with your Go, we can remote in and take a look directly.
Yeah, go for it. And then I also see that I have 2 Microsoft Outlooks, and neither one of those are working. If you want to remote in and check Optimus and those 2 Outlooks, that would be awesome.
Just kidding.
Explain why we're not getting to see these images live. The Apollo 11 landing was broadcast live. Why now don't we have the technology to see all of this live?
Issues with file transfers. We did have a number of communications glitches. We had either forward or return link problems.
Also, during post in the zero gravity of environment of space,
It's very difficult to transmit on the fly, if you will, and get that all the way back to Earth.
struggle to get communication.
Yeah, I think something rather important is coming up here.
The President of the United States is in his office now and would like to say a few words to you. Over. Buzz, I'm talking to you by telephone from the Oval Room at the White House.
And you can tell it's real because it looks so fake.
And this certainly has to be the most historic telephone call ever made from the White House.
Because it looks so fake.
All right, we will join in on your PCD and we'll let you know when we're done.
$500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was flat.
Satellite transfer complete.
Yeah, I didn't even connect that people were going to think the show was over. That's my ending song. And a lot of the same visuals, but it just seemed to work. I like that song a lot. So I hope you enjoyed that. And oh, good. There's people that are loving it. So excellent. So awesome. Oh, thank you. Yeah, don't go. Wait, there's more. There's a little bit more still. So yeah, sorry if I made you all think it was ending. I apologize for that. But isn't that something? So yeah, they say that they're going to do this weird loop around the moon. They're not landing on it this time, of course. And but how do they connect that to what they say is happening, where we're all spinning and flying and turning and all that stuff? You know, how do they project it? Math, I guess. So you're welcome. Yes, and this is a good Friday, isn't it? It's a great Friday. And hey, Isabella, good to see you. It is a good Friday. And you're saying goodnight, but we're almost there. We're not quite done yet. We're not quite done. We're still here. We're still here. And oh, good, Rocky. I'm glad you didn't leave. So, all right. But so that was the little video that I put together, and we'll go back down here and see where we're at. Let's see. Yes, that was, I guess, intermission. You like that song? Yeah, it's again, God bless me with the intro and the outro songs. They're free music on YouTube. That one's called Trooper, and the intro song is Come With Me, I think. Come Get With Us. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. And yeah. And what's interesting, I've used that one as my opening for how many years now. And yeah, you're welcome to clip some. Like I said, I'll put that up as a separate video. I'll try to do it later tonight, but if not, I'll be up by tomorrow. And definitely welcome to use any of that. And oh, thank you. And so yeah, so that song, the intro song is by Track Tribe. And the only thing when I look on their site, people are commenting that there was a guy that used to shoot off a lot of guns, and he passed away, but he did, I guess, a Pop-Tart commercial, but he only used like the first 5 seconds of the song. So it's really kind of been my song, and I have not heard from Track Tribe. I wonder if they'll ever realize that they've been my intro for 4 or 5 years. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad you're still here. Oh no, you got sad. Well, it's gonna be worse because I have to play it a second time when I actually do end the show. Well, thank you, Raymanta, and Tarnation, and Jason, and yeah, still can't land it. They have not stuck the landing, right? So and I do love this song, although it does make a lot of people sad because it is the end of the show. So I do make they're up, I believe. If you're having issues sharing it, let me know. But you just send the link and they can find the video. So, but I haven't put it up yet. It'll be there soon. It is my CFM programming. It does mean it. So I wasn't even thinking that. I just like the song and it kind of fit because in my mind those are a lot of the same visuals. So okay, so you're enjoying it. Good, wonderful. I'm glad you're here. And if you like it, don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already. And it's pure gold. Wonderful. And let's see. Are we all good? I think I got most everybody. Okay. What is this? They're not going to your room. They're just sticking. Okay. I see what you did there, RGZ Mac. You know what? That's deserving still, I'd say, of where is it? Here you go. All right. So you got that. And it is a good song. I do like it. Okay. And is that it? Yeah, apparently Yosemite Sam never said Tarnation, so go figure. Mandela effect for me. He thought it was time to go to bed. Or it was just time. I see. What is this? They're using the Walmart radioactive shrimp to counteract the radiation belt. That might work. So Riders on the Storm. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, and that's one of the things, that you're supposed to have like picked out what you want at your funeral and what song you want played. And my wife actually really does not care too much at all for the Doors. And so I put in my will that I want them to play that really horrific song that nobody likes. I think it was from Apocalypse Now, where he like kind of talks through it. I don't remember the name of it anymore. So, but then she said, I'll be dead. So I'll never know if she decides to say, no, I'm not doing it. Anyways, love you too. Okay. Okay. Did I get everybody? I think I got most everybody. Okay. Let's see. Well, what I do want to say is, so why would they fake it? Why is that all, fake and stuff, and space is fake and gay, as they say? It's not even about the money. They make their own money, but yeah, they use a ton of money to do this Artemis thing. And all we get is like cut scenes and CGI and cartoons. And, they had cameras in the cockpit all up until the launch. And then after the launch, like nothing until they were, quote, in space. How come we just didn't have a live feed all the way through? They never can do that. And then, of course, they take finally a picture of the Earth. And you saw Australia's like ridiculous size in that one. And so what's the point of all this? It's the same thing as why people try to stop you at all these different levels. The final level is that you live in a enclosed area. You live in a biodome, whatever you want to call it. It's got a firmament that covers the top and the bottom. We live in the middle space where the waters receded from the original flood. And God is real. He exists. He knows who you are. We're equally special in his eyes, but we're all equal together. And so they're hiding God. All of this is to hide God, all of it. And once you learn that, then you realize you can see outside of it. And then that's all how all these fears go away. And most of you probably have gotten to some level of that, or you wouldn't be here in the chat. But it's going to be tough, because what you're going to find is when you go out in the world, you can't really just spew this. You can't talk like this. They'll rebuke you. They'll think you're crazy, and they'll walk away from you. And Jesus told us that was going to happen. You know, he said, you want to follow him, pick up your cross. It's a torture device. It's not, he didn't say you were going to, have a walk in the park. And, oh, I just saw, I'm sorry. Let's see. We got that person earlier, Lacey, and thank you for that. And then I want Perno. I don't know, but thank you. Yes, I appreciate that. They sent me 6E. God bless you. And then there's Trish with the Trip Sevens saying the same thing with the like button. Thank you. God bless you. And Scott. Thank you. So, but yeah, so that's what it's all about. That's what the whole reason I even turned this camera around is because I woke up to the other side of this and had all this knowledge and information, and the thing stopped scaring me in the world. And so I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to put this out there and help people through this, to not just see that everything that they say is scary is there just to frighten you and to keep you from understanding who you really are. It's also it's also for something else.
Information's out there. All you have to do is let it in.
But yeah, so that's what I did. I turned this camera around to share the information with anybody that'll listen to it, and hopefully you'll take away some nuggets from this and look into these things that you maybe don't necessarily believe in, and that's okay. I'm glad you're here anyways. All I can do is tell you my ideas and what I see, and show you the evidence that convincing me, and then you decide you do what you want with that. And so and I understand it's not easy, because if you're out in the real world and you want to talk like this, they're going to rebuke you. And so, you got to be of good cheer, right? Is that what it says in the scriptures? And what I found is, even with all the hardships and heartache that I'm experiencing in my own personal life, the level of joy in my heart has never been higher. Because I know God's right there and he's walking me through these things. And even if it's something that I don't understand, why is this happening to me? Whoa is me. At the end of the day, I know that God's, his way of thinking is different than ours. And so I can't explain to you why bad things happen to good people, as that book is called. All I can say is it's all under his control. And even something that you might feel is negative, eventually it should be there to help you in some way. I know that's not very comforting to people that are alone, the people that are hurting and sick. I understand that's not much comfort, but I'm here to present the information. God sends the Holy Spirit as the comforter. And so that's why you have to just reach out to him. And so that's why I'm here. I'm here to just plead his case and say, hey, here's some here's some weird guy on YouTube.
I'm also weird.
But I'm not a cat.
I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
But he's using me to reach out to people that I'm most likely might not ever meet you. But I'm reaching people all over the earth. And for me, it's quite a blessing, because I do enjoy doing this and making these little videos and stuff and talking. And so if that brings you some type of comfort or solace, just know that it's through God that you're feeling that. I was the vessel for it. And so don't forget in your thankfulness to thank God for all these blessings. And just take the word luck. This is what I said way back when I started waking up to this. If you take the word luck out of your life and add blessing, you'll count your blessings, and then you'll realize that God is real and he exists.
Now, who can argue with that? Reverend!
Okay. So now I probably will wrap the show up. I usually, every show, I end with a prayer. And I thought as a tribute to the season that we find ourselves in, might as well just read it right from the scriptures. Now, if you're reading along, I'm going to change it to the way I remember it. But for all of us here that are listening to the sound of my voice, either live or later in life, we thank you, Lord, for all of our blessings. And we say, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive our trespassers. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. So there. I can't say it better than that. But yeah, thank you for being here. And for all of you that are lonely and hurting, just know that there's others of us out here, and we'll get through it together. Just don't forget to call on God, because that's what he's there for. And people don't cry out for God when they're doing great. They seem to forget him. But when they're in trouble and distress, they call out for him. So do that. But then also remember, when you're feeling blessed, thank him, because who wouldn't want a little thank you here and there? All right. So thank you all for being here again. Don't forget to hit that like button. I'll put up the videos when I can. Oh, and don't forget, tomorrow night I'll be on John Kerwin's channel, Wake Up or Else. I'll make a post so you'll see that, so you can connect over there. I'll be over there tomorrow and talk more fun stuff with him. So, okay. Other than that, thank you again for being here. Let's do this again, God willing, very soon. Maybe next Friday. Same bad time, same bad channel. For me, it's 6 p.m. Check your local listings. And we'll see you all again. And you get to hear this or see this, he says, with a knife in his leg.
Class is dismissed.
All right. Now you get to hear the song again. You'll either like it or cry. But either way, we'll do this again. Thank you again. God bless you all. Have a good night. Have a wonderful weekend and a blessed, whatever you're celebrating, have it blessed. And we'll see you again.
I'm the satellite.
500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was flat.
Satellite transfer complete.